Man, it's your boy E, man. 15-year-old prisoner reporting live from the basement. This interview is Randall's with Deskiii. You know what I mean? Check it out, watch it all the way through, man. We about to come down here, do the interview in the basement. B, just the real basement B. I'm doing on BTB. You know what I mean? Representing the struggle B. Well, not representing the struggle, reporting from the struggle till I get out this motherfucker. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna do it now here, B. I'm live from the basement, B. Hey, you said Teasy, right?
Young Deskiii.
Young Deskiii. Young Deskiii about to interview me, B. Straight raw. Straight out the struggle, B. Yeah. Man, straight out the basement. Look at him over there, putting the mics together. Young entrepreneur right there. Hope he don't forget me when he make it. Your brother right here gonna interview me, man.
Good, man. Deskiii.
Deskiii. Where they gonna find you at though?
Deskiii. Little Deskiii too.
Little Deskiii too. You know, I'm gonna collaborate with him, man. Young black brother trying to make his way out here. It's good. You got this mic check, man. Real mama right there. You gotta make sure something. Not for these street lies. Look at this. I'm in the basement with it. Oh, close in the door.
Alright, good.
Are you ready?
I'm waiting on you.
Can I just scoot this back a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Lil Deskiii, man. I'm here with 15-year-old prisoner Eric Martin. How you doing?
Wonderful, my guy.
How you been, man? How you been ever since you got out?
I've been well, man. I'm still walking in a miraculous walk right now, man.
Sure.
I'm grateful.
So that's good. I got a few questions for you today. You ready?
I'm ready, man.
So, man, like, before you got locked up, like, what type of person was you?
What type of person was I?
Yeah, when you was 15, like.
That was a great question. Well, 15 is technically on the run. So I'm gonna say 14. I was a protector. I was a protector. I was a runaway kid. Well, I got kicked out the crib. You know what I mean? So I was a runaway kid from there, and just in the street surviving. Surviving.
So you was like just deep in the streets, places you ain't had nowhere. You was.
Yeah, somewhat for my age for sure.
Yeah.
For my age, yeah, beyond knee deep, be waist deep in the streets. You know what I mean? Surviving ways no kid has supposed to survive, or potentially escalate me to prison, being around certain people I ain't supposed to be around.
Like, what did you think your life was gonna be like? How was you looking at life when you was 15?
I was looking at I was already in juvenile detention facility at 15.
Uh-huh.
So I was suicidal, yo. All I wanted to be was to be around my mama and my brothers and sisters. That's it. At the age of 15, at the mentality I was at, I didn't have no goal. I didn't have no vision for my life. Simply just to be a part of my family. See, when you raising, and when it comes like me, I've had some kids, right? I will train my children or instruct my children with enough words to articulate their points, because a lot of kids don't tell their story. They don't know how to talk. You know what I mean? They don't know how to voice. They give you cues. Man, nobody went to school for psychology understand what that cue means. You know what I mean? So, me personally, I vocalize that to my kids so a kid can tell their story and to be able to comprehend what I'm saying. You may be telling this to your parents. Your parents, they can't even read, bro. Don't even understand the words you just learned. It's just a bridge of miscommunication, yo. And the communication is shared responsibility. I talk, you listen. You know what I mean? You grab, you come back and forth. With a kid, it's a barrier there. So a lot of kids. So what I'm going through, a lot of kids tune into what I be doing. Man. A lot of them, yo. A lot of them. You know what I mean? A lot of them. They FaceTime me all the time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's great. It's an honor. However, they talking to a stranger about this, so I can imagine what's going on at their crib. You know what I'm saying? I don't work with the police. It's like I can report this shit. It's like, nigga, what you trying to do? What type of person you is? What's going on? This how you go. This how you get through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you plan on having kids in the future?
Yeah. Hell yeah. 7 of them joints, B.
7.
Little mini knees, B.
Yeah.
Hey, I would love that. And that's one of the greatest benefits of being out. But having given yourself the permission to lay with a woman and potentially impregnate somebody like that shit was.
I'm already knowing. He was a nerd.
I mean, I dated women inside of prison, but it's necessarily wasn't dating. You know, you got to sneak around.
I'm already knowing.
But that was my intentions of trying to date a woman in there to get them pregnant, and they could just went on with their life. I wanted to leave something behind.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Family tree.
Something.
Leave something behind.
Yeah,
you know?
something, man, something. So yeah.
So I know you was a nerd. Listen, was you talking to girls before you went in there?
Yeah.
Like in 9th grade? Cause you know some people start like 11, 12 grade.
I was. Let me tell you something.
You was stuck, young.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you because a lot of people got. I'm gonna categorize the vices that's pleasures. So some do like to drink, some people like to smoke. I don't do that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Either.
So my pleasure always been women and laughter.
Mm-hmm.
If I wasn't laughing, I was just chilling with women. And they was technically my refuge. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no, I'm saying whatever. We ain't got to get into the details of what I'm speaking about. But they was my refuge. So, of course, I was experienced for my age. At that degree with anybody in my age ranking, yes, I was very experienced for my age. I was on the block, B, unsupervised. What you respect?
So you really had to.
I had to spend the night at certain houses, bro.
Man.
You know what I mean? Some of that shit was required. Older women, too.
So you was on the block chilling. Like, what was you doing on the block, though? Like,
yeah, lost like a motherfucker on defense every day.
Yeah,
lost, man.
What you from the east side or west side?
From the west side, B. I mean, equally both, because my cousin was staying on the east side since I was young, so I used to go to their house just as much as mine. So I know a lot of people on the east side, but I'm from the west.
What part of west side you grew up in?
Linwood.
Oh yeah,
Linwood.
Oh yeah.
Ain't the same though, man. That's Linwood, B. We out here though. It ain't the same.
So he was in there writing.
Like what?
When you was in, where you was JDF. I keep saying JDF, Juvenile Detention Center.
Was I writing?
Yeah, like
I wrote my first book in JDF. Yeah, I didn't write them books in JDF. I wrote this book called I forgot the name of it. Well, it was a guy and he drew all my pictures. I wrote it. That's crazy. I'm thinking about that right now. That's actually my first book, and that's all it took for me to separate from society and understand my talent. But that could have been provided if I had some type of support. That's what I'm saying. It's very important to support your kids. Mm-hmm. Very, very, very important. I'm talking. I did it the first soon I got in. I sent it to my mom. She tried to send it to the jail. Like, what was my son doing? But it's like, yo, I could do the same thing in a room. Our house wouldn't get shut up all the damn time. Or if you came and showed me some attention or took me out, but you know what I mean? Our job got pushed to the back. I don't know. I had to go through. Bro. I don't blame my mom. She was really just. I'm gonna say the cliche, doing the best she could at the time. But when you look at the creativity a woman can give a man, yo, literally, when a woman give a man the creativity they get, the power they give a man, like, okay, this nigga dummy, I'm about to do something to get him back. You can do the same thing for kids. So it's like, I seen how you can love. You're not getting creative with me. I mean, what can I offer you? I'm your son.
So like she was showing her attention to people she was dealing with, and you.
She was dealing with the same, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that's just reporting the truth. It's not even me just blasting my mind. That's literally reporting the truth.
You know, telling how you feel.
No, ain't no feel. It's the truth.
Yeah,
hell yeah. So, and I think about it because like I go on her Facebook and see some things. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, his mom, she still with him, having a good time. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn, you having a good time? I'm seeing trips. I said, you don't even know your son is struggling. I'm grown. Don't get it wrong. I'm grown, bro. But it's still like when all else fail, bro, you rely on your family, yo. Mm-hmm. You rely on your family. So when I'm sitting there having fun going on these trips, I lock it up. Like, I see you having fun. She don't, you know what I mean? She ain't desire to come see me in the basement. She ain't like, I got a couple hours for you. You know what I mean? You've been gone for something. You know what I'm saying? I really just want the love for real. You know what I mean? That's bare minimum.
You need to feel something from her.
Yeah. I'm numb as hell out here, man. I'm empathetic towards children, bro. I'm empathetic towards like ignorant kids who going through certain shit who lost. That's one of the things I can feel. I feel for that. You know what I'm saying? I can't ignore that. Never. When I see an adult woman misplacing their kids, like you gotta understand, bro. I fresh out, so females look at me a certain way, right? They talk to me, nah, I'm like, whatever. But when they got children, I literally test that. I follow through with that conversation. Like, damn, you got a kid? Like, yeah, come over. All right, I'm about to have my 12-year-old daughter watch my kids. Nah, I got an event I gotta do. Why would you do that? You don't even know me, yo. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm telling you. So I'm on the aspect as a grown man seeing this with women. And it's sad. Like, what a dude that, what your granddaddy, what somebody had to tell you, that's not even, come on, because you want to experience with a nigga.
Yeah.
Come on, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I just see women a lot different now. You know what I'm saying? They come back falling on the man. They come back to the man. So I'm not hard on no woman in our family because ain't no man around to really God. I'm trying to do that now. I'm developing myself out here. Yeah. I'm developing myself out.
And we all gotta develop. Everybody needs some growing, you know. Everybody needs. We all, nobody perfect, you know. We all gotta grow and learn. We all gotta. Feel me? Some people ain't grew up the same. Everybody life not the same, you know. But no, though, like, hold on. I don't stop it real quick. So, like, now looking back, like, who would you say that you needed that you ain't had when you was?
Attention.
Yeah, just attention.
I needed attention. I needed support. I needed direction. I needed a male figure. When I was actually a man, not just a male that's around saying do this and do that. I needed an actual man who could actually. I needed one of those. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though I had my mother, I feel like a man presence would have been more beneficial. Sad to say, but it would have been more beneficial because there's so many women in our neighborhood that was willing to nurture. It just wasn't no men willing to direct. You know what I mean? So that's what I needed.
Yeah. So like you need like a father figure.
Yeah. One that actually care, yo. Not a part time.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
How many brothers you had?
2 brothers, 3 sisters.
2 sisters, 3 sisters. How old was it? They were a lot older than you?
I was right in the middle. Brother and sister older than me. Brother and sister younger than me.
How would you say your relationship is now?
I wouldn't even say cordial, bro. It's like less than cordial. We cool, but ain't nobody checking for me for my birthday. Shit, sometimes I ain't gonna say sometimes. I'll make sure I test them on their birthday. But we just time is strings what potentially could have been. You know what I mean? But like I said, ain't no hatred, nothing like that. Ain't no hatred at all. Just no feelings for each other for real. No emotions, no care and concern for real. You know what I'm saying? My brother's in the hospital a couple of days ago. He takes me out to get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm an afterthought. We afterthoughts now. That's for me though. You know what I mean? My brother and sister, they still tight. Just for me, I've been separated, so I gotta work my way back in or whatever.
So like y'all just kind of growing apart a little bit.
We grew apart for sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? However, anybody that's younger than me, like my younger brother, siblings, I'll be there for them because I'm their older brother. I left them, so I don't put that burden on them. I make sure I be there for them, call these type of things. However, they grown now, kids, responsibilities, type of thing like that. So it's not like a lot of free time. I was just my brother a couple of days ago, but it's not a family unit though. We more like somebody I see at the store. I'm like, what up? Literally, keep it pushing. When do you know that's my brother? Yeah. Ain't no setup. Listen, y'all came down. Nobody in my family came down. You're the only one. Y'all came down before anybody in my family. They don't even know I stay at. I'm just say that. They don't even know what city I stay in.
They don't know what city you stay in?
No.
You from Detroit, ain't you?
Yeah.
So they like, they
don't know where I currently reside at right now.
Like they don't know what part, east,
nothing.
West?
Nope. Nothing. Nope. Yeah.
What about your mom? How your relationship like with her?
I would like it to be better. You know what I'm saying? My relationship with my mom was like the lady up the street that acknowledge you. Mm-hmm. That's it. You know what I mean? Acknowledge you, but I need a car like I need right now. I wouldn't call on her for that. She's not gonna contribute. You know what I mean? That's my relationship. That should be said enough right there.
Yeah, hopefully, you feel me, get closer and stuff.
I'm definitely willing to restore. I'm definitely willing to reconcile. It's just how life goes. It go like that.
Reunion or something.
It's more than the conversation, man. Time, love, that need to be infused. Yeah. And we had conversations. That ain't work.
So like, you don't talk to your dad at all?
My dad been dead. 93. 93, been out of there. Been out of there, my guy.
So like, what jail did you get? What little facility you went to?
Say it again.
What's it called? Like, ain't like a JDL? What is it?
Oh, you talking about like what, prison or?
Yeah.
Or
like, cause I know you was 15, so wasn't it like a juvenile?
Like a juvenile prison and a juvenile? The process that going through there is really
Yeah, we get locked up.
you get locked up, they throw you in a precinct. At the time they had precincts.
Mm-hmm.
Threw me in a precinct. I was in a precinct for like 24 hours. They shipped me to the juvenile detention facility.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in there with everybody technically under 18, but it's really had people from 17 to like 8. You know what I'm saying? And once that happened, they shipped me to prison. I went right to prison, big house. But it was a juvenile prison though. But they had adults in the prison as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it was like it was split.
No. I mean, they had an adult side and a youth side, but the youth side allowed adults to come in if they got charged as a hider, which means like they wasn't real prisoners. They was on probation in prison, and they can be up to 24. So you got 24-year-olds, and if they got sentenced at 24, they can still be up to 27. Because, I mean, it was a tail for 3 years. So I was in there with adults like that. I mean, that's an adult. You 14, 15, 27, you ain't going to win with nobody that age. Yeah, so it wasn't necessarily juvenile.
How was it like when you first got in there?
Shit, got fought, got jumped. Shit, had issues, cried. You know
so you was like, not like, let me see. Like you was like deep in the streets, like you was in like some type of gang or something.
Never in a gang, B. Never in a gang. I'm an anti-group type of guy.
So you were just doing your own thing.
I was surviving. I was doing my own thing. I was defending myself. These type of things. I wasn't a bully or no shit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm put like this way. I was hungry and I needed some food. I just snatched around.
So like you was robbing. Well, no, that's federal. No, not like that. Like you was trying to get it.
All that shit when I was a kid, all that shit passed statute of limitations. You know what I mean? Just kid shit for real. Breaking the house like that. I needed somewhere to sleep. I breaking the house, sleeping at it, bro. Or I just sleep in the car. So stuff like this. When I'm sleeping in the car, a nigga walk past like, your bum ass in his car, and I'm like, nigga, whatever. And then now it's like I'm talking back. Now it's about to be an altercation because you fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with a young kid. So yeah, shit like that. So whatever transpired from an incident like that, you know, shit happens. You know what I mean?
He was out here just getting it.
I was out here, man. Anybody in my neighborhood could tell you, man.
So like a few.
I ain't still on drugs though. I wasn't that type of person. I was in the streets because I got kicked out. After being kicked out, somewhere I was considered a runaway, a missing child, all that type of stuff like that. But like being in the streets by choice, want to sell drugs, want to be the hottest nigga on the block. No, that wasn't me. However, some of that shit chose me, but that was never me. I never wanted to do that shit. I wanted to be a football player before I came to prison. You know what I'm saying? I aspired to be a quarterback.
So you wasn't like you dropped out of school? You wasn't in school no type of way?
No, not at all. They can't get me out of school.
What school you went to?
Central High School.
Oh, you went to Central.
Mm-hmm.
How was it like in there? Like what you were doing in there? You was just
I was skipping and shit, typical shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was trying to make the team, but I had too much beef in the hood, so I was scared to actually play football, but I wanted to play football. But there wasn't no support behind me. Like, nigga, ain't nobody gonna touch you if you're on this field. I was vulnerable, B. You know what I'm saying? I was vulnerable. But I was a typical kid skipping school. You know what I mean? But I was in that bitch though. But shit, I mean that's better than being on the block.
So they took you out when you was in 9th, 10th grade?
9th, going to the 10th, y'all. On my paper it said 9th. I actually was in the 10th for a couple of days, but I mean technically it's the 10th, yeah.
That's okay. So like a few months, like did you like regret like the stuff you was doing when you was inside? Like how you was feeling there?
Not at all.
You was getting used to it?
Not you talking about before I came to the joint?
No, yeah, when you got in the joint.
Hell no. You talking about like the shit I was on before? Hell no. And the reason why is because you gotta ask yourself this, bro. How old you? 18?
18.
All right, 18. I was already down 3.5 years. You still getting guided by your mama right now. She on you. I love it. I wish I had that, B. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you 18. I was 13, 14 on the runway, right? With no guidance at all, right? So while I'm walking through these neighborhoods, you got dudes really, literally 33, 34, 40 years old picking on me, B. And you do what you gotta do to survive. You ain't gonna regret that shit. Because once you look back in hindsight, I'm 33 years old. Ain't nowhere hell I'm gonna be picking on you and you 18. Right. I'm talking literally trying to blow your shit out, throwing shit at you. Your bum ass, like shit like ain't even giving a helping hand. Them niggas is cowards, yo. So certain niggas I got into it with, it is what it is. Them niggas know they on some bullshit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Which they come on my page right now, look at it, come in my inbox, my fault, bro. I was lost, that's just blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? These grown niggas right now, these niggas like 51 now. You know what I mean? Like, man, I'm sorry, man. Like, you know, I didn't know. You know what I mean? I thought you was I was the same height since I was 13. But I don't get no man a right to try to pick on somebody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hell no. I don't regret none of that, B. You know what I'm saying? I don't regret none of that. You know what I'm saying? Come from where I come from, bro. No. Hell no. I wouldn't even be here, B.
So like,
I wouldn't even be talking to you.
They they was like raging, like they put a spark in you to make you act
Bro, they
out
was
like how
shooting
you
at me, bro.
For real?
For no reason. They was picking on me. When I say, listen, I'm not a man that make excuses, bro. I divorced blame a long time ago. But when you look back, you partially responsible yourself at 13 and 14. You have to have a parent. I don't agree with how they locking juveniles up like that, especially on a high rate. Like parents got to be partly responsible because if you 13, 14 and you overwhelmed with fear and all that type of shit, you're gonna do things just to survive, not to be criminal or nothing. And once you survive, that survival tactic you use cause you go to prison. Now you're in prison like, damn, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to the 50-year-old that was bleeding trying to beat my ass, or this nigga over there trying to molest this girl that I protected. Like, damn, ain't none of that shit come out. Y'all don't ask me like where my mentality come from. Why 13, 14-year-old dude know how to move through the streets like this? You ain't gonna ask that pattern of behavior. They put it all on you. And you got brothers locked up right now that was 13, 14 years old, 50 years. Simply because their daddy molested them. They killed their daddy. Simply because their mother pawned out their daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in juvenile, I met a lot of girls in there too. You know what I mean? They had this light on the pod we can be in the gym sometime. And they was in there, daddy molested them. They shot their daddy. But they about to go to jail for 10 years. Like, come on, stop it, man. So, no. And I'm pretty sure you guys see them little girls who now grown in prison right now, when they regret it, going to say no. But it's sad how the system respond to that. You understand what I'm saying? So, you got your mother, bro. You got your pops. Look what you got you doing. You're in a good position. Like, when she's picking on you, like, do that, or she coaching you, bro. Take all that. So I laughed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I mean? I ain't had it. And my mama's still alive, bro. I haven't got a pair of socks from nobody in my family, yo. I haven't got nothing, yo. Not a bottle of water. But yeah, you say you love me. Come on, man.
Yeah. That's deep. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. Cause it is like that a lot. Cause some like that's how some kids be acting out. They be doing crazy, but they don't really know the backstory of why they do that. Cause it's always a reason behind. You feel me? Why everybody be doing certain stuff. That's why you can't really judge everybody's situation by how you see it, cause you don't know like what they went through. None of that.
Right.
Like how your story is. Like you don't really know, so you gotta really know like what's going on for real.
Mm-hmm.
For you to really understand.
See, when you raise your kids, you gotta give your kids confidence in who they is so they can vocalize what they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I ever had some children, I would definitely teach them enough words to articulate what they're going through. You can drop that shit.
Okay.
You can drop that. Yeah, stop. You can stop. Stop.
Yeah, pause real quick.
Y'all good.
It is raw.
Y'all could have kept going.
It is raw.
You stop? No, you can stop. Stop real quick.
So like when you was in there, like when did your mindset start to change and stuff like?
As soon as I got in there. The day I got separated, brother, you gotta understand this. When you 13, 14, and 15, bro, you don't sit still. You don't sit in confined rooms. Mm-hmm. Never. Never happens, bro. Even in detention, it's a big ass room with air, breathe. You can walk on, go to the bathroom. You're not never in a room where you just can't get out. Never in society. It's like a locked door, right? The moment I got behind a locked door, that shit shot the shit out of my mind. You know what I mean? Imagine right now you're 18 right now. Your mom like, oh, you gotta stay here for 30 days. You cannot go out that door. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna start accepting certain things. Like, damn. So while you're in that time, so for me, I'm like, strictly, instantly, I want to be productive. Strictly became the softest person in the world. Right there. Like, bruh, I love people. Because I was always a protector, bro. You know what I'm saying? On that car, don't protect nobody. I protect their money. But, you know what I mean? I've been a protector by nature. So instantly I said, damn. I want to read a book. I don't know how to read for real. So I had to start other steps. Damn, I feel something in my stomach and in my gut, my instinctive side, like something feels spiritual. I need to cultivate this. I start reading the Bible. That's not right. I start standing up for people. You know what I mean? And just develop my character. The moment I got in there, yo. Yeah, I got jumped in that bitch. I got jumped in that bitch so many times, bro. And JDF alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding it down, but shit, it's the same shit. Me versus 100 niggas. But now I'm dealing with certain things in my past. You know what I mean? That's my cousin. Nigga, you dated my sister. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, he's shooter locked up. Let's get a lick on him to get locked up and brag about it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It shot me to quarantine. Quarantine is a place when you lock down 24/7. So I never deal with that. When you locked up in a room and you don't come out at all. Even though I was locked up, we still came out a couple hours. So I got used to it like that. At least I come out like, man, come out. That shit starts conditioning your mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they put me in quarantine, which is just a place where they check for disease like that. But that was the first time I separated from human contact, period.
Man.
So even though I was in juvenile for 6 months, when I got to quarantine, that's like they basically prepping you for prison. They check all your vitals, they check all your shit, see if you got any disease. If you do, they send you to certain prisons. When you get there, you don't interact with nobody. Well, I couldn't because I was 15. So I was on a rock, literally by myself, not talking to nobody. No kid has ever been. Too many kids don't go through that. You just literally on a rock by yourself for 7, 10 days. You can't talk to nobody. Nobody, bro. Nobody. Nobody. Sometimes police ask you sleep and shit like that. That's it. I can't wait to I'm up just to hear my voice. You know what I mean? And that was one of the saddest letters I ever wrote. Because when I wrote a letter, and then when I got to prison, I got flooded with letters. You know what I'm saying? I actually had tears on my, stuff. I got out, I seen a letter I wrote. I said, damn, it's very sad. But so yeah, just no. When you that young, I mean, so that's your question. I started changing instantly, yo. I had started literally attacking whatever street mentality was rooted in me, yo. Certain thinking, revenge, retaliatory thinking. Well, I don't like this nigga. Having a general distrust for black people. Seeing young niggas. Back then, niggas had dreads. This shit new. You know what I'm saying? Niggas had braids, their haircut. You know what I'm saying? So now niggas got dreads, tatted up on face, all that type of shit. I'm traumatized by this shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's like, damn, this nigga like about to do something. He's soft as fuck, yo. He just fit the image. You know what I'm saying? But niggas, you know what I'm saying? So when the pressure constantly came just from people who always want to jump me from the joint, just they go eat, let's get on it. Like I said, it's just simple like that. And from there, bro, when it's you versus the world, you start developing tactics in your head. You know what I'm saying? Because I never was a bitch. Never was a whole ass type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I was soft when I was a kid, like a crybaby when I was young. I was never just I'm about to get down on me type of nigga.
Pushover.
Hell no, never that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they always came deep like that. And that was really the devil using all that shit to attack me. But I had a spiritual army always with me, yo. I just had to go through that physical one first. So that pressure, man, that pressure made me. Dude. That pressure made me as a man. That separation from that thinking made me as a man. And then once I got through that, yo, you know what I'm saying? I became a leader amongst a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? I was able to identify your pain and coach you and guide you. You know what I'm saying? And I just never looked back, man. I was growing from there, my guy.
Yeah. So you got to mature fast.
Hell yeah, man. Experience grew me, man.
Overly fast.
Experience grew me, man. What you talking about, man? How can I? What's this verse about? As a you, I forgot this verse. It was about Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about you how to grow fast. But this another thing. When you in there like me, right? I didn't talk a lot when I first came out. For like 4.5 years, like I'm talking like always social. I just talk shit to niggas I knew, but the time once I start seeing 7 niggas walking, I just shut down. I don't trust that shit, yo. And it's sad. It's real sad because I'm a product, and I'm just being honest. But a lot of niggas feel like that. What you think? A lot of people move out the hood. They don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I want to deal with that dumbass shit. Walk to the store, see 20 niggas outside. All right, I got to pop one of these niggas because niggas ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? That's in a joint, right? They got this in prison because they know that once a black man wake up, bro, he become dangerous. Not because he gonna start shooting shit, because his mind, bro. Not only that he once he can't become intellectual or have emotional control and start regulating his emotions and shit like that. The pain he went through provided a lot of answers. It provides an answer when you struggle like that. So when you wake up, you can lead a lot of people, women, children, all that shit, because you relate to the most depthest part of society, yo. And once you wake up, so in prison, when you can't stand 4 deep, 5 deep. So if it's me, you, her, him, and him at the top, they looking at us like these niggas about to generate something powerful. Y'all got to split up. But when you're on some bullshit, don't care. You can be on a basketball court 100 deep. Because the basketball game is distracting y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, oh yeah, we see what they're doing. They just having fun. The moment you see blood sitting on a corner with a book, 5 of us, they gotta come, y'all. Y'all gotta break it up. Do you see that? Do you understand where I'm coming from that? You know what I'm saying? You get to generate. You about to become powerful. You got a voice. They gotta kill that. You know what I'm saying? That's literally in prison. You can literally play 5-on-5 basketball. They don't give a fuck how deep that is. And when some books in that equation, break all this up, ride all them out, lock them niggas up, put more charges on them. You know what I mean? So from with that, I had to move the street, bro. I had to learn that shit on my own. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't be detected. I know my influence, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas in Detroit, that's why I said know my influence, bro. You know what I'm saying? One call. One call to me. This was dog on. Watch out, dog on this. All right, bet. I'm a follower of Christ, B. I got to believe the Lord got me. You know what I mean? I can't revert. I can't resort to that. You know what I mean? So, and then, you know what I'm saying? I came over 45 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Lord bless me to get up out of there, B. See this right here? Got a tether on, B. They monitoring me, yo. You know what I mean? It's real. It's real, B. It's real, B.
45? That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. 45 years? So, like, So like, what encouraged you to like get the writing and stuff?
I wanted to disentangle my thoughts. I had too much going on.
Yeah.
I had too much going on. And keep in mind, I told you about myself a lot, so I had to write. I had to hear myself. I needed to vent. I needed therapy. I just start writing it out. Then I get to a point to words. I get to a point where the words I'm using is not good enough. I start reading a dictionary. For a dictionary, 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's the byproduct of me talking. How I talk. I start writing it down. Then once I start writing it down, I said, damn, when I'm painting on this paper, I explain it to my mama or something. I start writing letters. It's how I really feel.
Mm-hmm.
But you got communication barrier. If I say words like apoplectic, I'm feeling melancholy, like what the fuck is this? Now I'm overachieving my communication. Now I had to go back to the drawing board. I'm trying to be impressive with words versus expressive with my feelings. So I had to come back and start, writing. Once I start doing that, now I'm hurting people's feelings. Mm-hmm. Now I was like, damn, I'm accurate now. Damn, nigga, you right. This is too much for me. I can't handle it. Let me back. You know what I'm saying? You hurt my feelings because not only am I telling you how I feel, make you aware of your faults. As a parent, as a big brother, as an older sister. Now I was like, all right, you doing too much. We don't like you. Now I'm hurt again. Now I'm using this hurt. Now I'm using this hurt and identifying your pain, his pain, his pain. Now I'm talking to you like, damn, my mom did the same thing. What y'all don't understand, though, it's a prison. Right? A lot of brothers, a lot of black men in there, it's sad to say, we only blame our mama because our mom was the only one in the household. If our daddy's in the household, we blame him too. If we went wrong, this is what it is. But for the most part, when you look at, I thought the only one felt like just a lot of black men I deal with feel the same way. They just don't say it because, like, are we men now? Fuck, we like blaming a woman now. My mom can't whip my ass, man. She whipped me in the belt, I laugh. Like, man, stop it. I got stabbed, beat up by all types. That shit don't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Your words more powerful now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of brothers feel how I feel in there. I just bring that. So when you start finding the people you impact in life, it's going to start gravitating to you. Now you got a following. You know what I'm saying? Now you got people like that. I feel exactly how you feeling. Then I can be the scapegoat too, because some niggas are sending shit to their auntie so their auntie can show their mama, like, this how I feel, man. But I mean, I ain't said it. He said it, but hey, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I deal with that backlash too, because I can hold it down with that aspect. Shit. Like I said, I love her. I still live my life down for my mama. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I'm just reporting what's going on the side. This is what it is. This is what happened. I still love you, but if you can't handle that, but you can tell me about myself, oh, you was bad until like 11. Come on. Fuck out of here. Yeah. I got jumped, so I came home screaming. You know what I mean? I probably said a word or two and got smacked in the mouth, but you still ignoring. I'm in pain. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's a sad story, but shit, it's a triumphal now. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm
only elevate, just grow from there.
Yeah. I grew from everything I've been through, but it's not one thing I didn't grow from. Yeah. From lack of fathers, from lack of friendships, from betrayal. Bro, when you understand like everything happens for a reason and God's orchestrating everything, I have no complaints. Like literally, no complaints, bro. None. They called me to the county 2 weeks ago. I don't like locked doors, bro. This ain't even off Friday. I don't like locked doors. So they called me down there, bro, and that shit triggered me. I'm trying to get me this room for. If you don't cooperate, well, we got this. I said, what? Off the top, first, who are you talking to? Stop it. I'm a grown ass man. Yo, you don't even know what I've been through. That shit don't even scare me. What do you want? Oh, we seen a video of you walking in the county. We just want to know who recorded it. I don't know. This is you called me on here for the scare of black men. Like, what the fuck, bro? That shit affects me because you see what I'm trying to do in society, yo. Like, leave me the fuck alone, man. You know what I mean? And it's always our own kind doing it. You know what I'm saying? But they getting orders from. That's a whole nother time. I ain't gonna tell you. But B, when you wake up, bro, that's part of what I'm saying. In my mind, I said if I go back in, it's the Lord's will. That's what you know what I mean? So it wasn't like, yeah, I'm about to go. I don't do that. I don't have that type of worry. You know what I'm saying? So when they called me that, bitch, I had to calm down. Of course, the lady was cool. Like, listen, you got to calm down. I said, you understand this environment is triggering. You could have just told me to come outside or talk to me on the phone about this shit. But you're using typical tactics that'll frustrate a young man. Anybody. Because don't mind, niggas give up the sauce all day, bro. Trust me, I know, man. I didn't counsel some snitches, bro. You know, I didn't counsel that. They trying to get, man, hey, nigga, you shouldn't have been in the streets. Nigga, you got to deal with those consequences. When you get done, come holler at me, bro, because they going to fuck you. I'm not about to protect you from that, man. You know what I mean? So they know how niggas give it up all the time. And once a nigga tell, they put him in there. Now you got to deal with the consequences. But as long as the police got what they wanted, they good. But now this nigga got to deal with getting stabbed, beat up, whatever. They come back to him, though, because they have to take responsibility when they keep their mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? We living in dark times where niggas doing shit they don't really want to do. But when you get locked up, you tell them, like, bro, that's just how that goes. Shut the fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't promoting fucked up mentality, but the truth of the matter is you got to keep your mouth closed, bro. Because the consequences fuck that. It's going to stick with you forever.
Man, because you chose a lifestyle. So
yeah, you chose lifestyle. Man. You chose lifestyle. But to point out the point of me saying that, man, it's all in the Lord's will. So, you know what I mean? It's all in the Lord's will. So me being in the base, but I'm grateful, bro. I told you niggas all the time, this is an upgrade from a prison cell, bro. You know how big my prison cell was on that bitch? From this wall to right there, bro. From that shoebox. You know what I mean?
Shoebox.
From right here to that shoebox, yeah. And from right here, bro. And guess what? 2 people in there, bro. So me and you right here, you gotta get on top one. You know what I mean? This I'm grateful, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm building my life from out here, bro.
Amen.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna stop you. Go ahead, follow up.
Nah, let you
Off
have
the
it
head
for
one.
you feel me?
All right, lastly then.
Man,
Lastly, I'm inspired, motivating these things by my friends that's in prison. Because one thing I left out, it was a lot of brothers I ended up meeting and knowing when I went through that process. From the streets or from juvenile or just coming out young. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the only one fucked up in the city. It's a lot of brothers who had that same experience in a different portion of Detroit or a different portion of the Michigan. You know what I mean?
All through
Yeah.
the world.
But at this time, bro, it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. You hear they got YNs. They call niggas YNs now. Like we ain't had that shit. We just they got badass kids. There's a legit category of YNs. I was just down there down there when they was doing a little CVI stuff and with the mayor and them stuff talking about giving money for that. And I heard one of the people in there that's for the kid call him YN. Like that's short for young nigga, bro. These young niggas. No, I mean, he didn't supposed to use that language. I said, dog, you already lost the languages first. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you put the action, but you literally in that bitch. And I'm pretty sure I'd see the mayor like, you ain't have to say that, but we're gonna gloss over that. It's that fraud, but you're not even conscious of the words you're using. That's a young brother, and I said that before. That's a young man. You know what I'm saying?
Brother. I don't know where they got that. Like it started off social media.
But it's stuck though. But when you in certain rooms, you don't use that word.
I ain't gonna lie, they be calling every black young that's under the age of like 19.
If you fit the description, bro, you look young, they gonna call you YN, bro.
Saying. Like that, you can't really call everybody no YN. Everybody's not a YN. Like we just young. You feel me? Just young black. Like how you said, all that YN, that's for like people that's crashing.
That ain't for nobody, bro. Chill out, like, cause you gotta understand, bro. You identify with your name, bro. Let me tell you something. When I was young, bro, I'm talking when I was young, like 7, 8 years old. My friend that coming up there, she like, look at that badass little kid. I used to like, hell yeah, I'm bad. Not even knowing, like, now I gotta live up to it just a little bit. It's not like I really wanted to go out and shoot up the block. Like, I'm like, damn, I am bad. So imagine like, look at that little good boy. I'm like, damn, I mean, you know what I mean? I would have followed that same lane. Like, he's so smart. And let me go pick up a book and fake like I'm reading. What I want to fit the part. That's what I'm saying. So you call young niggas YN, you know what I mean? They grin at that because they're a lot more ignorant. They full of information, but they ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't nobody around to really make this society real.
But a lot of the people around my age, they be faking.
I'm knowing. But listen though, why they faking though? Listen, they faking something real though. So to be faking, I'm saying I got a gun, that bitch can go off, bro. I'm faking something real. I'm gonna hit this female real quick, nigga. She got HIV.
But some like they be like pump faking though. Like they can have a gun, but like they never gonna use it.
Like, the point I'm saying is when you imitate somebody, bro, whether you got a gun you're not gonna use, the gun can go off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you. Like, okay, you pump faking, I can fuck all these hoes. And this girl right here promiscuous enough to seduce you, and you have sex with her, and she give you something. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying yeah, you can fake, but you still around that real shit when you fake it. You know what I'm saying? You just fitting the role. You know what I'm saying? I was around niggas like that, bro. Oh yeah, we about to go get on dog. And once it get real, he put the knife down. I'm straight. Damn, I thought you wanted to pop dog. No. Hell no, nigga. You all right, nigga? I was rocking with you. It's you don't know who you're around who willing to do some stupid shit with you, man. Sometimes niggas need co-defendants, bitch.
Sometimes people really do be on it, but sometimes a lot of faking. I don't really take that none of that.
You be faking me?
I don't be faking. I don't even portray that image. Like it's not really doing nothing for me.
Not at all, dog. That shit is empty, yo.
I just like to get money, you know, and then just mess with a few girls, but I like female friends. You feel me? I ain't trying to put on no tough image. Like it's really not doing nothing for me.
You want me to tell you what the young niggas in there doing in prison? And that bitch crying, and that bitch jacking off, and that bitch stabbing each other, bro. Getting on the phone, asking their mama for money. That's all you hear, crying all day. And then that bitch holding the phone down like it's theirs. They can't even get on the bitch.
His full image in the city though, like
shit dumb.
That's why I don't be understanding certain people like around my age. Like, what is you? But some people though, you can't, cause they grew up different. How you? Cause some people be like they household, they big brother or something. They look up to their big brother, and then he'll do something so they think he want to keep up with his big brother image. Yeah. Instead of changing, you know. Mm-hmm. And making a difference and showing his big brother the right way instead of following him, being in the same footsteps. Now y'all both tired and locked up,
Yeah, y'all both fried. I seen that in there too.
jacking off.
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's all they do, bro. They put they jack off, they get on the phone, cry to their mama, and they stalk their girl. Don't even ask about that. I remember I was cool with a nigga for like 4 or 5 years, bro.
And then the girls that be hyping that up, like I'm on the phone with my jailbird.
Yeah.
That's lame.
I went to a high school and spoke, bro.
Huh?
I went to high school and spoke, and I was talking to it was the females and the males, the young brothers and young sisters in the crowd. And I was talking to the little brothers in there about prison and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? My story don't just personalize while I'm in prison. That's why I woke up at. I was so happy to be in that environment. You know what I'm saying? But it's part of my story. I speak about it. But I had to tell them, like, yo, when I was in a county and juvenile and early prison, though, y'all, the high school girls are writing me. You know what I'm saying? So I said, how many of y'all participating in this shit? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all play y'all role too. They got to put their head on. It wasn't me. I don't do it. A lot of them write their boyfriends, bro. So now, fast forward to tape. The females still write them same brothers. They post. I see this one lady posting my nigga, but for real, nigga, all the time. He in that bitch feeling good. He's sitting there. I look at that shit now, bro, because I was part of that posting. Like, all right, I'm gonna post my prison picture online, try to get some females. That shit look whack and boring, bro.
And then you wanna know something crazy? The girls they be like posting it all on this, like posting it all on the like on the gram and all that stuff. They'd be on the phone saying jailbirds and free my N-word and all that stuff, but be out here again.
Get into it, B. Back down, B.
Knocked down by somebody like me that's getting money or something.
I had to put that in there, huh? Yeah.
But I don't really be doing that. I just be.
I hear you though. I hear you.
It just be blowing me. I'll be just so confused. Like you pushing this, you're not supposed to. Even...
See, you exceptional though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you an exceptional young brother, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. If you was we're gonna use the word, the unpopular word, like the YN, if he's YN, ain't no way in hell would do this interview with you, bro.
Yeah.
You would have had to been a partially reformed, bro. Cause I ain't like I'm just turning my back on him, but I know those thoughts, bro. You still radioactive for dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got a tether on. I can't have your dumb ass around me telling you I got a tech on me. Or whatever new guns they got. Get your stupid ass away from me, man.
Yeah.
I just told you 6 times don't come around. You know what I'm saying? I had to have that beat with you. So you accept a goof troop. Off top, goof troop. Goof troop squad. I'm already knowing.
Like if you really like doing something, you wouldn't even tell nobody, you know? You would like you quiet. Like the real people that be really not stepping on stuff, but like that be really doing stuff, they don't gotta like try to portray image.
Not at all. You can go to jail if you do that, man.
Yeah.
I always think I'm gonna just say this real quick. I don't want to talk about rappers, but one of my favorite rappers is J. Cole, right? Mm-hmm. Claim not being in the street, none of that, right? He do more real shit, B. As a civilian, having a civilian perspective, he do more real shit than the so-called rappers out here. Them so-called rappers out here, bro, gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about the culture for real. They just want their money, yo. You know what I'm saying? You got everything. You're not helping your mom, helping your brother. I'm like, damn, but y'all portraying the real image. Y'all talking the language. And you clearly see the difference, you know what I'm saying? This brother don't wear no chains. I'm not saying that defines a man if you got a chain or not. But this dude not even claiming the street life. He doing more impactful, real stuff. Real things for real human beings. And not even portraying the street life, yo. But the ones that portraying like claiming that shit won't even get their mama a car or whatever it may be, whatever they need. And so it come back to the mentality, yo. It come back to the mentality. The street mentality don't produce nothing good, bro. Once you step out of that shit, yes, you get wisdom from it. You know what I'm saying? But the root of the tree produces the fruit of the tree. You know what I mean? So street mentality is a poison plague mentality, bro. And it got so many kids, that offspring, so many kids mentality, it kills a lot of stuff, yo. It kills genius, and that shit is ordained. So when a person like me, when I speak out against it, I don't give that type of feedback, because just hear yourself. If a nigga defend that, he sounds stupid. Like, I don't know what you talking. I'm a street nigga. Nigga, define street nigga. You a hood nigga, bro. You stand in the hood, but you like to barbecue, talk your shit. That's a hood nigga. A street nigga is totally different, yo. You know what I mean? They intentionally killing the neighbor. They lost, but they fucked up. You can't neighbor nigga who saying I don't give a fuck. He need people to thrive with that mentality. I have to prey on you. Bro, you are poison, bro. Get the fuck away from me, man. I was once there, nigga. I can identify that. And if I want to help you, I want to help, I want to talk to you. I want to deal with you, bro, because you in affect the whole tree. I'm sorry, my man. You got to go find God, B, like I did.
Yeah, and then some people turn street just off the rap and all that.
Yeah.
But some people just be like that. Some people really be messed up, though.
Yeah.
Like, what would you say to, like, the young people out here that's lost and looking for
That's
love?
Lost?
Like, that's lost, looking for love. Like, that kind of got the same situation as you. Like, what would you say?
Man, you know the thing. Why I remember thinking about that question for so long, man. I had a monkey ask me a question. I said, bro, I didn't even know. That nigga said, bro, you do all this. You don't know the answer. I said, hell no. Because it takes a village. I could tell a 13-year-old, hey, man, tighten up. It's going to be all right. Give yourself 10 years. You're going to make it. Nigga, hell no. You need your mama. You need your uncle. That's the main point of me telling you. When you're a kid, you need You need somebody that's responsible for you. You need support. You need all those things. So I cannot tell a kid who you talking about the pressures of the world is so strong. Grown men feel, bro. Grown men feel and see him, bro. You think this 13-year-old dude got enough strength in him? If he is, he's exceptional. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that advice, it's really a base by base case. You know what I'm saying? Because some people will crash out because they want attention from this person. And then this person don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go to him and give him all advice, but he's like, that's cool, but I like to hear this from my mama, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, but I like to hear this from my daddy. The daddy in your picture he is, but he don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. So I was like, damn. Like, if his daddy was in his life, I could participate in the village and help him with other shit. He got the love, he got the base from the crib, he got his daddy, got his mama, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's where the village come in at, because you may not want to talk about your mom about sex, bro, but you can holler at me about it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You may not want to talk about basketball, you don't give a fuck, but you're going to holler at my man's Chris about it. Yeah. That's where the village come in at. That's how you raise a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot really tell a kid who going through all this shit, you're going to be all right, bro.
Some people's mindset is different and stuff.
Bro, it doesn't matter if their mindset was on the right way or the wrong way. When you're that kid, you subjective to different pressures. You succumb to shit you typically wouldn't do. Like a 13-year-old girl can't protect herself like a woman your mama age, yo. And your mom can fight back. She can call the police. She can run. She can strategize. A kid is going to freeze and get touched on. You know what I mean? Now she turned promiscuous because this fucked up ass, weird ass dude that touched her. Yeah. Now she holding the secret for 10 years and I'm getting money with him. Then when it come out, man, this nigga develop love for each other. How can I cut this nigga? Now he looking at me weird. And I'm thinking about my daughter. Like, nigga, you just my daughter. Nah, you know what I mean? That's some shit happened. I'm locked up. You know what I'm saying? All type of weird. It's a lot of toxic and sick people, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's who Jesus came to heal the sick. So I don't judge to that degree. That's why I try to be there. You know what I'm saying? I just try to be there. So the advice I got for really is just turn the guy. Yeah. You got to tell the kid to turn the guy because your parents ain't stepping up. You got to turn the guy. Yeah. Oh, man.
What they don't want to though, like, so what can you really?
I don't know what to say from there, yo. Sad, I wouldn't know what to say from there, yo. I mean, if they're in my life, I constantly teach them and show them the way. Yeah, a kid mimic what they see. You know what I'm saying? They mimic what they see. Because example come first for a kid. They need to see something. They hear what you got to say, but not for real. I told you they developing their comprehension. When you get older, 12, 13, when they say, don't do that, they start understanding a little bit more. But now they didn't witness you move the right way for so long, they mimicking your ways. You know what I mean? Now they get to an age when you can advise them. They take advice. They can appreciate that. Mm-hmm. So kids is mimic their ways of their parents or whoever they're around first, which is why a lot of niggas aren't shooting guns all the time. They mimicking their uncles just like that. They don't even know why uncle got his gun, but it's irresponsible from uncles to show that gun. It's just a community effort, yo. Yeah. You know, just a community effort. It's just a community effort,
yo. Yeah, man. It was great talking to you, my boy.
No doubt, man. You're doing good, man. You're doing good, my guy. I hope you blow up in this, man.
Yeah, for sure. I hope you do. You feel me? You continue to succeed, strive for greatness, you know?
No doubt.
And it's gonna wrap it up, man.
Oh,
shit. Eric Martin.
You can start right there. We're gonna take a picture of the whole hands right now.